What's up guys, and welcome back to Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2, and today we're gonna be going ahead and checking out yet another Plants vs. Zombies hat that of course we got from Rux, and it will be for the Rose. It is gonna be the Nightcap hat, and this one is pretty darn cool. I like it a lot. It is just sort of like, it definitely looks like Nightcap's hat, but if I didn't already knew it was Nightcap's hat, I probably wouldn't have immediately recognized it just because it's just sort of like a mushroom hat, which is cool, but it's also like, it's just sort of something that doesn't like catch my eye immediately, I guess is the best way to say it. Like, you know, I see the octopus on Captain Deadbeard's head, and I'll, know, oh, that's, Neptunus hat, but this one's a little weird. We'll talk about it a bit more as we go into Turf Takeover and beat up some zombies. All right, let's go ahead and get started with this. It is a very nicely detailed hat. I really like the bottom of it a lot just because it has sort of like, what you see at the bottom of a mushroom, and we're actually playing attack as a Rose. Usually whenever I play Rose, it does not give me what I want. It'll put me on defense, so I'm glad that, we are where we are. It's definitely a really cool recreation of the hat, and you know what? It really makes me think that the PvZ Heroes characters that aren't already in Garden Warfare 2 would look really gosh darn good in Garden Warfare 2. Hopefully this will make it easier for the plants. But I mean, if you just think of it, it's just sort of a no-brainer, It's just like, if you could get Nightcap's hat down, and we have other mushroom characters that you can find in Garden Warfare 2, I think that Nightcap himself would look so stinking cool in Garden Warfare 2, and I know that's something we see at some point, because imagine, Nightcap would be, like, if I had to choose one plant character out of PvZ Heroes to become a Garden Warfare 2, variant, or like a whole new class, I would probably say Nightcap. I know a lot of people would probably argue maybe even Grass Knuckles. I think those are like sort of the two big ones that people ask for, is either Nightcap or Grass Knuckles would be cool to see in Garden Warfare 2. It looks like you are a Zebra Pea, so I'm gonna go ahead and heal you up. Hopefully you needed heals. It doesn't look like you did, but you know what? I had this equipped for whatever reason. It isn't too helpful for my cause right now, but oh, let's throw that down on you. Or miss entirely, one of the two. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh no, we missed you. Come on, come on, come on. He has to be low. There we go, we actually aren't doing too bad. Usually I play awful with Rose. She's like my worst set of characters, so. Oh, you're turned into a goat. He was frozen and a goat. Maybe that's a little too much. Where'd he go? Oh no, he's running. Don't worry, he's gone. I'm just trying to survive at this point. I can't believe how long I've been going without getting hit. That was insane. I might want to go ahead and change to a different Rose though, because if I can actually get some, well, if I change to a different Rose, we'll get rid of my teleporter. Oh wait, we have to change her thing to actually make this work. Oh, that's weird. All right then, well, whatever. There we go. And does my teleporter still stick around? Oh, I'm not sure. I took too long, so I'll have to find out some other time. But I don't know, this will work out fine. But yeah, I mean, I can't really imagine too many other plants that would be, super spectacular as, oh, this is who attacked me. Super spectacular as a Garden Warfare 2 class. I mean, besides that, we have Captain Combustible, which it's like, he's a cool character, but he'd be sort of weird as a class, especially when, we already have Torchwood. It would be very cool if they do ever make Torchwood variants, which they've confirmed they're not, which is sort of a shame, but if they were to ever change their mind, I would really hope that Captain Combustible would be a Torchwood variant. Now, it would be sort of weird because the whole idea with Captain Combustible is that he is sort of like a fire type kind of character. He has fire exploding out of his head, and Torchwood himself, as a base, already has like sort of fire elements to him, so it would be sort of weird. But I mean, hopefully they'd be able to make it work, just because it would look cool to see Torchwood have that like Captain Combustible sort of like headpiece that he has. Like, that would be really cool. And then what other plant characters would there that would be good? I mean, maybe Spadao, but I feel like Spadao is like, he's a cool character for sure, but I don't know what role he would fill in like, Garden Warfare 2, because that's sort of the thing about Nightcap, is not only he would be a cool character, but there's sort of like a demand for him. There aren't really too many effectively stealthy characters. There are characters that, utilize stealth in some ways, like the Chompers and the Scientists, but they aren't, I would say, strictly stealth characters. So it would be cool to have like a strictly stealth character, and I know that's something I feel like the community has discussed before, because, this would be the first time we've been begging for a mushroom class. And, I think a lot of people sort of agreed that it would be cool if a mushroom character was stealthy, because one thing, you only see mushroom characters, in PvZ out during the nighttime for the most part. So it's like that kind of idea, and then of course, it would just work out well, I think. This guy, he's running from me. which if you're running from a Rose as a Super Brains, I think it made a few mistakes. Here, let's slow you down. Okay, now he doesn't seem the need to run. Jeez, what are with all the zombies by our spawn? I just want to get to the point, but these guys are too busy just chilling out while we're respawning. I gotta get to the teleporter too. They've been doing a great job of protecting it. I think this guy's already healed way back up. Then maybe I should focus on you. There we go, get rid of you first. You're getting distracted, which usually I would deal with you, but I'm not gonna, because I just wanna get this teleport up. The sooner we get the teleporter up, the more experience we're gonna get. So I wanna take, you know, that opportunity a whole lot more. Because when it comes to playing Roses and Engineers, for the most part, like all of my experience comes in from these bad boys, setting up these bases and just hoping nothing too horrible happens. Because usually there's at least one zombie waiting for me or one mech about to come in here and just destroy everything. So if I could prevent that, that'd be good. We're about to get level 3. Ooh, come on now. And nobody's used a teleporter yet. This is sort of a bad teleporter spot because, you know, a lot of people don't even spawn near the teleporter entrance, and even then it's not really that big of a teleportation, so it's a weird one. It's a weird one for sure. And Garden Warfare 2 is really guilty of that for whatever reason. Let's slow you down and start hammering down on you. I actually have a really interesting quest right now, which is to get a 10-player Vanquish streak, which is weird because I've never ever had that quest before. I've never seen it. Oh boy, don't walk into the dancer. He almost did. I don't know if he would have there. I'm just gonna try to focus on getting this goat down because I know it's just an imp with a little bit of health, but there he goes, just at the last second. We're not doing too bad, 6 vanquishes. I don't think I'm gonna be getting that 10 vanquish streak, but maybe if I'm like crazy lucky or just, you know, get a little bit more skilled. It would be cool to see a Rose with a different primary weapon though. I mean, all of the Roses have at least a similar primary weapon where it's just sort of this, you know, ball of energy that sort of floats towards the enemy at a slow rate. I would say medium fast. Like, you know, most characters have like a pretty fast shot where the projectile goes from point A to B pretty darn quickly. But the Rose doesn't have any character that shoots the projectiles very quickly. It'd be cool to see some kind of sniper Rose or something. Like a mixture, you know, obviously not like a straight up cactus, but something that is sort of like a little bit more difficult to land, but at the same time, is more rewarding when you do, because I feel like right now, it's sort of in the middle. They're in the middle when it comes to difficulty of landing, but because of that, they all are sort of in the middle with their actual effectiveness of even landing it. So it's just sort of a weird in the middle spot for all of them. So it would be cool to see that at some point, but you know, that's for another day. Okay, so we got ourselves a teleporter over here. Luckily I can get this one, looks like not much of an issue. Okay, that's a popcorn. I thought there was somebody on their way over to beat me up. I'm glad that's not the case. But yeah, I mean, when I think about it, when it comes to the new Garden Warfare 2 character, this guy is armed and ready, just in case this teleporter goes rogue and starts attacking us, apparently. But when I think about it, when it comes to the new Garden Warfare 2 classes, the only ones that don't have legendaries are the Rose, I mean, except for the party characters. But we always know not to include the party characters in that kind of conversation. But is the Rose and the Captain Deadbeard, which they did get their own new characters, but they weren't legendaries. Oh, hello, sir. I don't know what you're doing over here, but I'm gonna utilize as much as I can this long range situation I got going on. Ooh, come on, get him, help out. Thank you. Look at all these people who just went to my teleporter. Okay, this one's working out for me a whole lot more. I think we just got like half a level just off of teleportation zone. That was crazy. If I just look behind me and I got a whole family of plants ready to support me. I appreciate it. That's sort of the cool thing about the Rose. Like, everybody knows to protect the Rose. And that rhymed too, I like it. But it's true, everybody knows to protect the Rose because the Rose is going to go ahead and slow down the enemies, turn them into goats to help protect you, and also give you a teleporter so that you can get to the point sooner. And everybody wants to get to the point sooner, you know? So I don't know what that pea-shooter is like so bent on just, you know, just being in turret form in random places. I don't get it, but as long as he's happy. Okay, let's go ahead and go for this guy. This guy knows about the teleporter, I think. At least a few of them do, and they're trying to get to it, so I'm trying to help my teammate get those guys. I'm not doing a very good job of getting up there, though. Luckily, there's a nice little area to get up right here. And yeah, look at how much experience we're getting from the teleporters. Like, definitely more than we're getting for, like, our vanquishes, because we're not getting too many of those, which is to be expected. But it would just be cool to see a Rose that can hold her own in the tides of battle a little bit more, even if it had to be balanced out, even if like maybe she was a little bit slower. Like I think that would be a good mixture still, like even if it was like a legendary Rose, because it just feels like that's just sort of the big reason I don't play her too much is that I just find myself running to the teleporter, hoping there's no Roses, you know, on my team that are gonna try to steal the teleporter from me, and hope that there's no zombies waiting for their, you know, like waiting there to just beat me up. And if, you know, that ends up happening, then I'm just sort of out of luck and I gotta try next time, and I just wait around for more experience to come, and it's just like, oh, it's not that fun. But when I do get into these situations where I can get the teleporter up, people are just, you know, charging through the teleporter constantly, I'm getting a few vanquishes here and there, that's when the character becomes a lot of fun. It's just hard to get to that point, so I would like it to change at some point, with at least one character, you know? I think the Necros is definitely a step in the right direction because they took a look at the Rose and they're like, okay, how can we change the Rose systematically so that she plays differently, but she still sort of serves the same purpose of being the support character? And I think they did a fantastic job because the idea of the Necros is really cool. And sometimes there's only a limited amount of ways you can really execute her benefits, but when they're there, they're really there. Like when you can set people up to just get destroyed, that's like really good, especially against mechs, because it's just like, that sort of can be the Rose's biggest threat, especially on the attack team here, is that, you know, I set up all these teleporters, all of these guys, and if a mech just rolls on in and destroys it all, it's just like, oh, that stinks. But if I can go ahead and throw the time snare, then charge up my Necro shot and make it so that he takes extra damage and then just pound him down myself and all my turrets, that's when things get really crazy. And I just got like 5 people going through the teleporter all at once, it was crazy. But let's go ahead and try to rush. You don't quite see me, but this Toxic Brains probably is in a moment. They are all just fighting away then, which, oh geez. Sir, I'm gonna have to beat you up. Thank you for the help. I appreciate it, plant family. You guys are the best. The sunflowers really are looking out for me, because there are zombies everywhere, and I'm just trying to be wary. Like, if I could even sneak through here without attacking them, just so that they don't notice me, that might be the more valuable tactic. I knew he was gonna be around here somewhere. Here, throw it on the time snare. I was gonna wait for his go-to-fi to end, but I don't know. Oh, he's running off that way. I honestly don't care which way he runs off to as long as I can protect this teleporter, but this is one that the zombies are gonna be able to very easily defend. This is a weird shot. I don't know how I landed those. That was a really weird. But I'm actually going to go ahead and set this one up before we go in. Hopefully the sunflower sticks by to help protect me. I don't see any zombies here, so I'm gonna go ahead and do what I can do with this. Ooh, I see a shadow. No? I swear I saw him moving. It must have been the shadow of this thing, because I saw something moving there. That was a little scary. Ooh, got it. But yeah, that's why I think Nightcap would be the coolest Garden Warfare 2 character. Ooh, look at that, a damage upgrade. Really glad to see some of that. That is something I really, really need. But yeah, I would think that Nightcap would be good. Grass Knuckles would be interesting, just because Grass Knuckles obviously doesn't have feet. There's been no rendition of Grass Knuckles with feet, so it would be weird to see him walking around, you know? Maybe he'd be like in a little, like that's why I think, you know, a Plants vs. Zombies karting game would be great, because, you know, logically, yeah, you need feet to drive, or at least, you know, some kind of legs. But in a kart racing game, you know, it's like, who cares about the logic, you know? Which is why, you know, seeing characters like Grass Knuckles in like a kart racing game would be really fun. I mean, in all technicality, they could just bounce around. You know, the squash does that. The squash just bounces, and maybe Grass Knuckles would do the same. But all Garden Warfare renditions of the Bonk Choy have been all, you know, like confined to a plant pot. So it'd be weird to see him as a movable, playable character, but who knows? All right, well, we got zombies everywhere, and I'm helping through the teleporter. I sort of want to sneak up on them and just like make it harder for them to win. Let's go ahead and beat you up. I forgot to apply the damage upgrade. Oh, we're applying some good damage just right here. I'm gonna reload and die. Okay, now's my chance. I don't know if I have any character upgrades on the Rose, so now's the time to change that. All right, character upgrades. And what can I choose? This is a homing upgrade, which I actually like. The speed upgrade is okay. I don't think I need the zoom. This is a reload. Let's do damage, and then, I'll do reload. Even though it might be, you know, nice to have the speed upgrade, I might want to reapply that when there is another Rose on our team. Actually, let me go through the teleporter so I can give myself some free experience, because chances are I'll run out here and then die and then not get any experience. So if I'm getting anything, might as well throw myself an extra 20 experience for going through my own teleporter. Because you know what? It's free. It is indeed free. Let's go ahead and try to figure some stuff out here. I see you, sir. I wonder how much damage is gonna be landing now. Let's see, I see you way over there. I'm landing 6s on him and he's so far away, and there should be some decent damage fall, so that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and get you. Ooh, okay, landing some 6s is pretty darn good. But of course, the poison damage still persists. I would love to see, I'm guessing she does eventually. Whoa, no, come on, I was off the rails. Ah, that hitbox is awful. Well, no more teleporters for me because we're on the last point here, but I feel like we did overall pretty well this round, so that's nice and fun. But, okay, where's he going? Well, he's going down there. I see you over here. I totally missed you, but you don't even see me, so I'm just gonna take advantage of what I can. Gotcha. Now just gonna change my focuses on nothing. They're so easily sneaking up on me too, but I got sunflowers on my side, so I don't mind too much. Oh no, I gotta return the favor. Who even got you? I guess you up there. Oh, you up there, huh? All right, come on. It took me so long to revive that sunflower though, jeez. Okay, well, let's make our way up here. And it's interesting thinking the opposite of the conversation we just talked about, right? Like, what kind of Garden Warfare 2 characters are not in PvZ Heroes? There definitely are a lot more characters in Heroes just because, you know, they have to have cards for everything. So you end up seeing a larger cast of different plants and zombies in Heroes. So it's actually hard to think of too many Garden Warfare characters that aren't in Heroes. But I would say the first ones that pop in my mind is that I don't know of any actual, like, Torchwood or Giga Torchwood characters, you know, in PvZ Heroes. Maybe there is a card that I'm not thinking of, but like there's tons of Gargantuars in Heroes, but I don't know if there's any Torchwood cards. Obviously we have Captain Combustible, but like he's just a normal Torchwood, but I'm talking like the Torchwood boss, the Giga Torchwood. I don't think there is really all that much. I don't know. And then besides that, I know there are some different kinds of goats you can get in Heroes, but I don't think there is the hover goat. So that would be cool to see at some point. Oh well, let's go ahead and try to get you. Come on, come on, come on. And of course, another character I always forget a lot about is Chompzilla. Now, Chompzilla would be weird because I don't think that Chompzilla would, you know, make too much sense as their own character class, obviously, because there's already a Chomper. And what would the Chompzilla do as a Garden Warfare 2, like, Chomper variant that the Chomper doesn't already do? I mean, I'm not really too sure. I'm sure there could be something. But it would be really cool to see all of the Heroes characters in 3D. I mean, if you guys remember the launch trailer for Plants vs. Zombies Heroes back in October, like that was really cool because it was a 3D trailer. And like the original announced trailer for PvZ Heroes was 3D, but it was this like weird cel-shaded 3D that looked really cheap and funky. I was never a big fan of that trailer art style, but they sort of changed away from it for the official release trailer where everybody's in the big Coliseum and they're fighting, and that's a really cool trailer. And it makes me want to see like a full-fledged Garden Warfare game just filled with Heroes characters. Like, oh, that'd be so stinking cool. Like, what if they made a game that was sort of like Garden Warfare, but only had PvZ Heroes characters and they could call it like Plants vs. Zombies Heroes Battlegrounds or something. Like, that would be really cool. I would so get down with that. Or maybe just some kind of hybrid, like maybe it's a card game, but it's also sort of like you play the cards and then depending on what cards you play, you can like then play as the characters, you know, the cards you play. Like, does that make sense? Like, imagine if there was a Garden Warfare 2 card game where it's like, okay, I'm gonna play Super Brains and Captain Deadbeard this turn, and then as the turn plays out, you get to zoom into the game and play as Captain Deadbeard and Super Brains, you know, in some way. You know, maybe that's a really dumb idea, but like, sort of like that kind of idea where it's like a mixture of the two games would be really, really cool. So we're gonna be able to win this? I don't know, it's hard to say. I can go ahead and try to get this one a little bit, but unfortunately, I don't really work with the distance we're being given. I'm trying to slow you down. I actually did slow you down. I'm just gonna hide around the corner here. Oh, he's coming, he's coming. Notified. There we go, that was good, that was good. Keep hitting him. There we go. So we're doing okay. I sort of lose my usefulness, you know, once the teleporters disappear, which isn't a big surprise, but it is the case. It looks like we're probably gonna lose this because we need to be able to take down that battery again within the next 50 seconds. I don't think that's gonna happen, but ooh, we are throwing down the damage right now. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All the damage, come on. There you go, good, good, good. So I'm gonna go ahead and sneak in here and damage up who I can. If that's you, then it will be you. Ready? Boom. Another 20 there. And he has to be pretty low because I've done 40 damage to him. I know the pea shooter was attacking him with some toxic damage. Oh geez, come on, go to fight. Okay, I only got the all-star there. I was hoping to get the astronaut too, because then I think I would have turned around and gotten him because he was only at 10%. I just need an extra second to do it, but I could not. Oh, on. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this. I have no clue how low the battery is, but I'm gonna assume that they're holding on just as strong on the right side as they are the left because we couldn't get in there at all. Oh boy, come on, no. Plans, pull through, I know you can do it. Come on. Oh, not gonna happen, is it? Nope. All right, well, we tried. Well, am I gonna be able to be in the shot? because I should be like right by his like side. If I don't know how zoomed out the camera is though, so we'll find out. Oh, there I am, way back there. You can see me just for a second. Oh boy, now you can't see him anymore. All right, well, that was still pretty cool. A good round. I enjoyed what I did. I got a couple of levels as Druid Rose, which is always useful for me. I think that she's almost at her second to last set of levels, so that's pretty good. You know, we got her to level 6 or something, and 22,000 coins, pretty darn good. That's gonna finish it up now. So here's one last look at every single Rose with the Nightcap hat. It's a cool hat, and I like the details, and once again, it reminds me that, you know, seeing these characters in a 3D game is totally possible, and that's very, very cool. Not only that, but I'm just now noticing it even gives her some cool eye effects that you would see on Nightcap as well. That's sort of, I don't know if it's eyeliner or if it's like scars or something. I mean, this actually looks really cool. The purple in the hat and a pinkish purple in the cape mixes pretty well. And then of course, this looks super awesome. It is the Nightcap neck rose, and that is amazing. So we'll finish it off with that. Thank you guys so much for watching today's episode of Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give this video a like, share it with your friends and family, and of course, comment in the comment section below. If you watched this one video, make sure you comment Nightcap Zebra, so now you've watched the video, and you are a Zebratastic viewer. By the way, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.